Paper Towns. Yeah, this movie's not good. Most John Green adaptations of his books, you know, he's the author. Paper Towns, the book, Fault in Our Stars, and a ton of other really good books. His movies are generic, bland movies that should have way better presentation, cinematography, and editing, and style and flair to them for the kind of books they are. The Fault in Our Stars movie is incredibly boring. It's your generic teen romance movie, except the main character dies at the end. The book is so much more than that. And I don't tend to compare movies to the books. And I'm not really comparing the movies to the books. I'm just saying, for what you're adapting, there should be more style to it. And there just isn't. And this movie is a little bit better than Fault in Our Stars. The Fault in Our Stars, that movie is boring as hell. Because, mostly because of the way it's shot and edited, but I would say, like, there's no flair to the directing. Like, there doesn't need to be a super amount of flair for me to enjoy a movie, but it's just, like, so, like, we did the bare minimum it takes to shoot a movie. We didn't really do anything with that. And so it made it kind of boring. But also it was the performances. The performances were not that great. They were just kind of meh and blah. And this movie, they're not, like, phenomenal. Not at all. But they definitely, they're definitely better. And they definitely have more chemistry, these characters. And what's also good about it is the Fault in Our Stars, those characters are supposed to have chemistry. Like, that's the whole point of the movie. This movie builds the chemistry, so the chemistry not working at first makes sense. It kind of grows throughout the story, and but I don't know. It reminded me of that Disney Plus movie Stargirl. It's kind of similar to that, with like this girl who disappears, and there's like a whole mystery for it and stuff. And it's kind of like that movie, but in that movie, even though the story and the acting isn't the greatest, the directing, the style, and the editing make the movie slightly more interesting to watch and more engaging, and makes you actually almost kind of like it. This movie is just like that. It's like, let's do that, but less good. That's just all it is. Which is weird, because this movie came out first. And I know it didn't necessarily rip it off, because that movie is based on a book of the same name, I believe. So I haven't read the book, so maybe the book ripped off the book Paper Towns, and then the movie came out, and then they ripped off the movie that ripped off the book. Maybe, I don't know. That's a lot of stuff there, but yeah, I mean, it's not that great. I really don't. I know, like, everybody loves The Fault in Our Stars. It's like, I always find it funny is it, when I tell people I don't like that movie, they're always like, is it because it didn't make you cry? Because if it didn't make you cry, you're a heartless monster. I'm like, no, it's just because it's not that good of a movie. And the book was excellent. And, like, those characters didn't have much chemistry to make you actually cry within the movie. I find it so freaking boring. I don't know. But, yeah. Again, I'm reviewing this instead of Hamilton. Wi-Fi still, connection's still out. Somehow, I don't know, it's gonna come back. We got a new Wi-Fi adapter to fix it, so it should be coming in a few days. But yeah, that's just what happened. But I'm watching this National Geographic series, and when I'm finished with this series, I'll probably do a review. It's a 3-disc set, so it'll probably be a while, but probably like, how many discs we got here? So running time's like 200 minutes, so like, what is it? So it's like 2 hours and 40 minutes, something like that. Shouldn't be that long. So I could watch that in like a day. if I really wanted to. I've watched movies longer than that in a day, so so I'll probably end up doing that. And then, I'm also finishing up season 1 of Phineas and Ferb. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to upload a review for that at all. I'm going to upload a review for the series, if not, but I'm not sure if I'm doing it seasons individually, then the series, because some shows I like to do that with. But I'm dropping that out either on my main channel or on my second channel if I do decide to do it. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on Paper Towns. And again, I can't stress this enough. I do not compare movies to books, because everybody says the same thing. Well, the movie's usually better than the book. I'm like, well, okay, but a book is very different. To make a good book, you just have to have good writing, good pacing, good characters, and all that. That's all you have to have. There's not much else. When you're writing a movie, it's a lot harder, but you also have to have acting, pacing, cinematography, editing, music, score. I mean, you could say like score and music are kind of one and the same, but I mean, like, I'm talking licensed music, so not music that was specifically created for the film. But not every movie uses licensed music, but I'm just saying. There's that, and then there's, so many other little things I could go over that would probably just blow your mind of how much work goes into actually making a movie. And it's just like, you watch and then you look at a book and you're like, oh, it's so much better. It's like, it's kind of diminishing to the film. Because, it's totally possible for a book to be better than a film. But, there are tons of movies that are not great book adaptations, but they're great movies, and they're super well made, and people will never acknowledge it because it's not accurate to the book. How dare you? Like, come on. Let's not do that crap. Because if you really want to go, oh, it's not accurate to the book, Harry Potter sucks. The Shining sucks. The Lord of the Rings kind of suck in a lot of areas. Though I personally think the movies are actually better than the books after I read the book. So